Hello, welcome to Orca Scan. I'm Antonio, a customer success manager, and today I'm going to show you how to set up an inventory management system. The good news is that it's relatively straightforward to set up, so it should only take about 30 minutes or so. After that, you'll have an inventory system with barcodes that you can scan, make updates to the quantity, and run reports. Let's get started. The first thing you'll do is download our mobile app on your scanner. Whether it's an iPhone or an Android device, just visit the App Store and search for Orca Scan. Once that's done, we'll put it aside. We'll get to that in just a moment. For now, we'll log into the web app on a PC and get started. The reason why we're doing this on the web app is because it's much easier to get everything set up that way. Once you're signed in, this is the screen you'll see if you're a new user. Go ahead and name your sheet anything that you'd like and then select the inventory template so we can get started. And what I'll do in the meantime is open the mobile app. That way you can see how the web app and the mobile app interact with each other. Okay, now that we're here, what we need to do is customize the sheet. So I'll close the labels preview and the mobile preview here. And what I mean by customize is adding, editing, or deleting columns that we need or don't need. So if you right click an existing column, you have the option to add a new one, delete a current one, or edit the current one as well. So the sheet layout is similar to Excel or Google Sheets in that you have columns and you have rows as well. So that's how all of your data is organized. And the columns that you do add to your sheet are reflected as fields on the mobile app. So when someone on the mobile app scans a barcode, those are the fields that they'll interact with. In our case, for inventory management, we just need a few basic ones. You can always add other columns later. For example, you can add a photo column, drop-down list, things of that sort. But for now, we'll keep it very simple. So what I'll do is I'll delete any unnecessary columns that we don't need just to make everything simple for the inventory management solution. Now that I've deleted those columns on the web app, again, just by right-clicking the column and selecting delete column, those updates are now reflected onto the mobile app. So when I refresh the mobile app by pulling down on the screen, those fields match what's on the web app. And so you can see they mirror each other. The date column on the web app is not viewable on the mobile app, but that's because it's hidden. So if I right click and edit the date column, that toggle hidden in the mobile is turned on. So that's why I can't see it on the mobile app. So that's expected. And earlier I mentioned that you can create drop-down lists, photos, data types of that sort. And the way you change it is by using that drop-down here for data type. Right now it's set to daytime automatic. It's running in the background and automatically capturing the time and date every time I scan. So that's what that's doing now. But you can select other ones as previously mentioned, other data types that is. All right, now that we've got the basic columns for our basic functionality, inventory management, what we need to do is import our barcodes in here. And there are three ways of doing that. One is by importing an Excel document. The second way is just by scanning the barcode and inserting the product information. And then the third way is by manually creating the barcodes in Orca Scan, which I'll show you how to do. The first way with the Excel document, that can be imported. There's an import button here on the top left corner. Before we do that, you need to open up the Excel file and you need to remove all formatting. Also, your barcode column must be named barcode in the Excel file. For example, right now it's named UPC code, but I'll rename it to barcode so that way I can actually import this correctly. And then I want the column names in the Excel file to match with the column names in Orca Scan. So right now it says product name. I'll rename it to name. Quantity on hand will be renamed to just quantity. if you don't have barcodes and you only have your product names, so something like this, that's completely fine. You can import that and Orca Scan will auto-generate the barcodes, which you can print later. If you prefer, you can also add your own values, something like this, and then import them. Just make sure you don't have any duplicates. And then after that, I can save it, close it, and import it. And that's it. There are two options: replace existing rows and add to existing rows. In this case, I have a brand new sheet, so it doesn't matter. But if you already have data on your sheet, just be careful with the option you select. And that's it. That's how you get the barcodes in here. If you need to create your barcodes and print them, just highlight them, open the Labels tab on the left-hand side, select one of these labels, which you can customize further if needed. And then if you click on the three dots here, you can select Map Fields, and what that will allow you to do is put a label underneath your barcode. Because right now, as you can see on the left-hand side here, there's no information that's displayed under the barcode. So here under Label, I'm going to select the column that I want as a visual indicator for the label. That's name, which is the product name. So there's the name apples. You can customize it further if you wanted to. You can even create a new label and design it. All you have to do is on the right hand side, you have fields. So just drag them in there and then customize them as needed. So if you want to put your name in there, just drag it in there, increase the font. And there's many things that you can do on here. This video isn't for the barcode label designer, so I won't get too much into detail, but it's relatively straightforward. And then after you've got your label, just click on the print button here. Make sure to select all the barcodes if you want to print all of them. But after that, click on print, select your label size, and then print them and place the barcodes on your product. It may be helpful if you have a shelf to just place one barcode on the shelf instead of placing a barcode on every individual product. Just something to keep in mind. So that's the first way to get your barcodes into the system, with or without barcode values. The next way is to just scan the barcode in front of you. So I'll navigate to the mobile app and tap on the scan button. And then after that, the camera comes up. And then you can scan the barcode that's already on your product. You'll see the value at the very top under the barcode field, and then you can assign it a name. So I'll say these are mangoes, and we have 10 of them. Then I can tap Save on the top right corner, or Save and Close on the bottom right corner. After that, that information is automatically uploaded to the cloud. So it's in the cloud right now. I can't visually see it on the web app, so I'll just click refresh, and there it is. And then on the mobile app, it's on the local tab. So the local tab is a list of all the barcodes that you've scanned on that particular device. Right now, I've only scanned one. That's why you only see one option there. And then cloud is a list of your whole sheet. So that's why you see the 4 records there. When you're scanning though, it doesn't matter which tab you're on, local or cloud. Just scan a barcode, make updates, and then those updates will be sent to the cloud. So that's the second way to get your barcodes into the system. It's just by scanning them, assigning a name, and then it'll automatically be uploaded to your sheet. The last way to add barcodes is to manually create them. So what you could do is manually create them in Excel and then import them as you previously saw, but you can also do it directly from the web app. And to do that, just add a product name here, like so, and then a barcode is generated on the left-hand side. You can also type in a custom barcode value, so something like this, for example, and then that creates the barcode, and then you can put a name in there. The process is the same as earlier. Just highlight the barcodes you want to print, open up that Labels tab, customize it if needed, and then print them. And that's all. That's how you get your barcodes into the system, either by importing them, scanning them, or manually creating them on the web app. So after your barcodes are in the system, it's time to get started. So all you have to do is scan a barcode, make an update to the quantity, tap save and close, and that's it. Just keep doing that for any changes that you make. So any product that is removed from inventory, you'll scan, subtract the inventory, and then tap save and close. And that's literally it. I'll show you how that's done. So I'm gonna scan here, tap scan on the mobile app, scan the barcode that's in front of me, and then I would subtract the quantity and tap save and close. However, I saw something that I don't like. I'm scanning the barcode, the quantity is auto increasing by 1, and that keypad is popping up automatically. So that's all happening with the quantity field. The reason why that quantity field is behaving that way, it's auto increasing on scan and the keypad is automatically coming up. The reason why that's happening is because the quantity field is set up to do just that. Here's what I mean. If I right click the quantity column and click edit, the data type is number auto increase on scan. So remember, that's the functionality of the column. That's what the data type does. What I'll do is change that to number, and then these toggles dictate the way that the field will behave on the mobile app and on the web app. So right now autofocus is turned on. I'll turn that off. And what that does is it automatically places the cursor in the field, the quantity field in this case, and then it makes the keypad pop up. So that's why I turned it off. I don't want that to happen. And then I'll save the change, tap cancel on the mobile app, and then tap refresh so the changes can apply. All right, let's get back to what I was talking about. So all we're doing here is scanning barcodes, making updates to the quantity, saving and closing, and then all that information, all those transactions are uploaded to the web app. Again, you need a refresh to visually see it, but everything's in the cloud. So scan, subtract from the quantity, save and close. Scan, subtract from the quantity, save and close. And then when I click refresh, you can see that I only have 1 mango. So the good thing is you don't have to keep going to your inventory room and counting your stock, or maybe asking your employee or colleague what the stock levels are. Instead, just go on over to Orca Scan, and assuming that people are scanning and making updates, you'll be able to see what you have on hand at any given moment. And those transactions that I made, they're found in the history up here. So if I open that up and expand it, you can see that there are 3 transactions down here. In one case, I removed 4 mangoes. In the other case, 3, and then finally 2. You can see a date and timestamp here, as well as the email of the person that made the change. So what this tells me, for example, is that on May 22nd, on the 22nd of May, I consumed, let's see, 9 mangoes. So now my accounts team can do the math and you can run reports on that and things of that sort. This data here, you can download it. You can also download it for all rows, for all transactions. There's also an export button up here. Just include history, deltas, and click download to get access to that in Excel. You also have other formats here. And that's a manual way to do it. After you download the data, you can run reports, pie graphs, things of that sort. We don't currently do that, have pie graphs, and we don't visualize your data for you yet. So for right now, you'll have to take that to Excel, Google Sheets, or Power BI, for example. We also have APIs, so you could automatically send that data to another program as well. The history, that is, to run reports. All right, so just to clear that up, you scan, make updates. All updates are seen in the history, and then you can either manually export that or you can run a live integration as well with Google Sheets or a platform of that sort. So that's basically it. Once you have your barcodes in here, you can scan them, make updates to the quantity, and then you'll have your historical records to run reports with. One last thing I want to show you is a bulk update. It's adjusting the quantity in bulk. So if I scan a product, let's say apples in this case, we have 50 of them. If I wanted to remove 30, I don't have to tap on that minus button 30 individual times. Instead, what I could do is tap on the value here where my mouse is. So tap and hold, and then you can either increase or decrease by a large amount. So in this case, I'm going to decrease by 30, and then tap done. Orca Scan does the math. 50 minus 30 is 20. That's why you see that 20 right here. And then you can tap save and close, and that's automatically reflected on the web app. So that's how you adjust values in bulk. All right, so now that we've got that covered and you can run reports and see what you have on hand, I want to show you one last thing. And this thing is related to triggers, if this then that statements. So triggers have logic built into them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Orca Scan to notify me when my products, when their quantities fall below a certain threshold. For example, I have 20 apples right now, and when I have 10, I want to be notified so I can order more. The way to do that is by adding a column. So right click, add a column, and you can name this anything. I'll just name it min stock. Data type would be number, and then I'm going to turn on hidden in mobile so it runs in the background. And I'm also going to turn off show in mobile list. And the mobile list is this on the right hand side here. It's essentially the home screen of the mobile app. So I don't want the minimum stock quantities that I type in to show there for the user. That's why I turned show in mobile list off. And then I'll add it. I'll put in a value for each product. So 10, 5, so on and so forth. Each product can have a unique minimum stock value. And then I'll open up the triggers. Again, these are if this, then that statements. So I'll click add, and I'll say if the field quantity is less than bracket name of the column that you just created, minimum stock in this case, well, min stock to be exact. Make sure that it matches the column name that you just created. And then this value will be notify me, notify via email. You can also notify the person scanning, just select in-app notification or dialog, but I'll select email in this case, and then I'll put in my email. So in your case, this would be your supervisor or something of that sort, the inventory manager, for example. If you want to add multiple email addresses, that's okay. Just put a comma, no space, and then put in the next email address like this. The message is custom, so you can make it say anything. And then I'll refresh the mobile app so the changes can be applied, and then I'll fire the trigger, meaning I'll drop the quantity for apples below 10. So let's scan the barcode here, and then I'm going to adjust the value in bulk again. I'm going to decrease that by 15. Tap done, tap save and close. You'll be able to see the quantity on hand. So now we have 5. That record is in your history. You can see that we subtracted 15 at this date and time, and then the trigger fired. So if I check my email here, that's what I see. It says this product is low on stock. You have 5, quantity's 5, but you should have 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my supplier and order some more apples. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. When Orca Scan was designed, it was designed to be simple, straightforward to use, and efficient. So now, after importing your barcodes, scanning them, making updates to the quantity, You can run reports on what you've consumed on a monthly basis, for example, and then make predictions on what you should order next month based on your previous consumption. The sky's the limit when it comes to that. Again, we capture the raw data. You'll just have to export it either manually or automatically to another platform to run reports. But other than that, we've got you covered. We have APIs and we have assistants as well. So if you click on the chat icon, top right corner, there's a chat box. You can send us questions. We also have documents on this. If you click on this document item, if you click on this document icon, our guides will come up. So feel free to look at those as well. And the last thing I want to leave you with are just users. So to add users, click on this users tab and then add your colleagues or employees here. After that, they'll receive an email if they don't have an account. They can get signed in and then start scanning and collaborating with you. Again, we're happy to have you here. Until then, let us know if any questions come up. Bye-bye.